let's continue our lecture from the previous one. So in the previous lecture, we have seen about view templates, creating a new template, that is creating a new view template, and how to modify its parameter and apply it to a variety of views. So in this lecture, we are going to see how to create a Revit template that can be used for a project. So as we have seen how to create a new model. So basically, when you want to create a new model, you just click on this new button, and here we have certain template file available. Okay, so we can use any of the template files that are available. So let's say, for example, I want to go with the structural template. I'll just select the template and hit on creating a new project. So here, what I'm able to see, I have certain families that are loaded generally with the template. I have two levels that are created as a default in this particular template, and couple of ceiling plans. Okay, so these are the few things that are already present in that construction template. So if you want to check, there are door legends, just a sample here, like a key plan, but it's empty. So this is the like there are few stuffs that are already loaded with the construction template. And if you want to see, if you want to check, you will have a list of the wall types, wall families that are already present in this particular template. So if you want uh, grids to be already loaded in your project, or if you want levels not limited with the just the level 0 and level 1, if you want 4 levels that are already created or already present in your any existing template, or you want to start with 5 levels that have elevation as that floor to floor height as 3 meters. So in that case, if you have if you have hundreds of projects on the same line, so you won't be going and creating uh, 5 levels of each 3 meters floor plan, floor to floor height every time for all the hundreds of projects. So for that case, you will just create a single template file wherein you will have the basics by which you will start your project, and you won't have to repeat all these stuffs or the basic preparatory stuffs again and again for all those hundreds of files. If all the standards or all the settings are same and won't be changing in further process, then you can go and create a Revit template, and that can be used for all the remaining hundreds of projects at a time. So in that case, if you want a new Revit template to be created, just uh, you can use the current project as well, and during save you can save it as a Revit template. So how you can do that, let's check it out. So if I want 5 levels to be present all at floor height of 3 meters, so let's create 5 levels. Okay, I have level 1 here, let's drag it out. I have level 2 here, I have level 3 here, level 4 here, and lastly I'll have a level 5 here. So let's change the elevation for each of them. Okay, so we have created 5 levels all at a distance of 3 meters floor to floor height. So here are my 5 levels fixed. I want certain grids to be present in my template. So let's create grids, shortcut for grids, or you can go for using the grids here. So if I want my vertical grids to be renamed or numbered in this fashion, like 1, 2, 3. Let's say I want 5 grids vertically and 5 grids horizontally, and the horizontal grid should be alphabetical. Okay, so I have A here, I have B here. Let's copy multiple. Just I will put all these grids randomly. Okay, so in this way I have placed my grids as well. So for just an understanding purpose, let's check the example of grids and levels. So for now I have created 5 levels of all having 3 meters floor to floor height, and similarly I have created few grids, horizontal and vertical grids, as a reference. Okay, so if I want to change these means modifications as a form of template, all I need to do is go to file, save as. Okay, save as template. So go and save as template. So let's change and make it as temp. Okay, so I have used this template, or let's keep it. Okay, so let's keep it here, template, and you can see the extension of this file is .rt, that is a Revit file. Okay, Revit template file. If it would have been a Revit project file, the extension would have been rvt.rvt. Okay, so template file would be saved in this fashion .rte. Okay, so let's save. So we have created a new template file. So let's go back, and if I want to start a new model here, and it won't be available for now here. So let's add a template, add a template that we have created earlier, or you can browse it. So let's better if you can add it. So if you open any project from the files here, options, file locations, we can add the created template from here. So let's click on the plus icon, and we have the template that you have created recently. So let's keep it as open, and you can see the new template, that is temp, has been added. Now hit OK. Let's go back. And now if I try to create a new project, and I will use the template that we have created. So I'll use this temp. Now create a new project. Now notice the change. Initially, when we have used the project, we have created the project using the construction template, were there grids present? No, these grids are present because we have created a template called as temp, and wherein we have modified or added few stuffs. Those stuffs are now automatically visible in our new project that we have started. So see, there were 5 levels. All the 5 levels data is now already preloaded into my new Revit project that I'm starting. So this is all because of the template that we have created. So we have created the levels and the grids in our template that we have created, and we have started our project based on that template. So all the data that the template had is now is now a part of the project file. Okay, so this acts as a base by which you can start working on your any Revit project file. You can not only make these changes, if you want to add, if you want to remove any unwanted families, you can do that as well. Okay, and if you save that as a template, it would be reflected whenever you start your new project file. So for that, if you want to check that as well, let's have a look for it. So if you want a template file again, so let's go and create a new file, browse for temp. Okay, so this is nothing but the template that we have created earlier. So let's take an example of wall here. So here we have multiple types of walls available. Okay, there are curtain walls, there are stacked walls, there are basic walls, and there are n number of wall types available. So if you want only the rectangular concrete retaining wall, retaining wall, concrete, or foundation wall and exterior wall, only these 3 types should be present in your template. You can remove all these walls. Okay, so how you can do that? Let's go for walls here, and from the basic type, the unwanted list can be removed. So let's maximize it a bit. So let's select the wall types that we don't wish to keep and delete them. Yes. Okay, so as you can see, we have only kept 3 types of basic walls. Okay, so as we have the stack walls that contains these parts, so first we need to delete these stack walls. Last type of the system cannot be deleted. Okay, so there would be at least a single wall type that should be present. So here, if I will delete unwanted stuff, so my uh, basic, like the wall structure or the wall family structure, would look something like this. The basic walls would contain five to six types. Curtain wall would contain empty, and stack wall would contain a single wall type. So these are the changes that I have created or implemented in my template. So let's go and save this template. Save as template. I'll just override over this current existing template. Save. Yes. So in this way, my template is now overridden, wherein with the addition of grids and levels, I have made the modifications for the families as well. Okay. So let's close this. And if I start a new project, and if I use the template that we have created or recently modified, that is temp, and start a new project using that template, you can see whenever I go and select the wall, I can see all the lists that were only present whenever I have created that template. That template had a single type of curtain wall, so we are able to see a single type of curtain wall. It had only a single stacked wall, so there is only a single type of stack and curtain walls, and few types of basic walls that we have kept. All the other unwanted families or the types are removed from my existing template, and that can help to increase the efficiency or to remove the unwanted stuff from your Revit project file. Okay, so in this way you can use the templates in multifunctional way. So hope you enjoy learning. That's it regarding the templates. Thank you for watching.